Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Felicia. Today we are in a little bit of a different environment. So we are actually out letterboxing. I wanted to show you guys this activity because it's free and it's a very fun, creative activity that you can do anywhere in the world. Hi, future self. Just want to let you know that I will be making a letterbox later in the video. So if you want to skip ahead, there are timestamps down below in the description box if you want to jump ahead. Okay, bye. So, what is letterboxing? Letterboxing is basically a scavenger hunt that is everywhere around the world. It's hidden stamps with a logbook. You have your own stamp. You basically go find these letterboxes. You stamp their logbook with your stamp, and then you stamp your logbook with their stamp. But you can do this even if you don't want to carve your own stamp or spend money on supplies. You can make a simple potato stamp, which I will show you here in a little bit. So, what do you need to letterbox? You need a little logbook, you need a stamp using an eraser, a pink eraser with an X-Acto knife. You can use carving tools with rubber. You can also make a potato stamp. This is mine. And then you need some sort of ink and a pen. So here's how you find the letterboxes. You're gonna head over to the website atlasquest.com. This website is the most updated website for letterboxing, in my opinion. Now, you saw I typed in Portland, Oregon to search. I would highly recommend using the zip code for the area that you're looking for. Make sure to click active boxes only, hand carved. You might want to do some of the other options, but definitely only active so you don't waste your time. Now, here's the thing. This search engine, it dates back to the early 2000s. It's not very good. So you want to type in the zip code. You can see it only pulled up the tiniest portion of Portland here. There's like 1,000 of these in Portland, but it's not showing me all of Portland because I didn't put the zip code for the area I was looking for. Luckily, it did pull up the place I wanted to go to, so we're just going to roll with it. Now, this one was made in 2009, and you can see that there's comments from other letterboxers. There's also an F summary, which means it was found. So the last found date will be listed and an F for found. And then when you click on the clues link, it will take you to history, a riddle, maybe just directions. It really varies from person to person, whoever planted the box. And then there's a lot of just general subcategories of letterboxing. So I really would stress looking at this entire website for other information. Now this one says, please do not use ink pads. That just means that they don't want you to leave ink all over their stamps. So make sure to bring something to wipe it off. Now I already found it, so we're gonna flash into the future. And I'm gonna mark that I found this, and it will just add the date. So you can see right here, and then it will log it on the actual link for this letterbox that it was found with the date that I last found it. Now you can see there's all these states that they're in, but all these countries that they're in, and it's really cool that you could be on vacation and still be looking for this. There's just so many. So this is how you make a potato stamp. You cut it in half. Typically you would cut it this way, but you want to have a bigger potato to do that. This is a pretty tiny potato. I'm just gonna make a basic triangle stamp to show you, but you can get really creative. You can also use cookie cutters to cut out the design by pushing it in and then just cutting around it. But this will give you the general idea. So typically you'd want to dry this off a little bit. I'm just gonna dry it on the table because this is my work table. It doesn't mean anything. There you go. So you can't do something basic like this. You could do your initials, a pattern, geometric shapes, you know? Let's get to letterboxing. Okay. One thing I will say is I do have gloves because there's so many spiders. I am not trying to shove my hand in holes. I don't know what's in there. So. plant a letterbox for a while now, so I thought that this would be the perfect time. The owner of the shop this letterbox will be planted in has a pup named Hachiko. Her face makes a perfect stamp. I drew her and then traced over her face with pencil to make a transfer. I then flipped it over and rubbed the back to transfer it onto the rubber. The rubber you can buy at any art supply store. As far as the carving tools, I will link a Amazon carving kit below in the description box. Now you'll know you did it right because the image will be backwards, and then we're just going to cut out the negative space. Now this letterbox is going into Goodie Snack Shop, so I thought it would be fun to make the box holding it look like a snack. We also need to make a pouch for the stamp, a sample of the stamp, and a logbook. Now every letterbox gets a sample of the stamp on a piece of cardstock or paper. Here I just made one for the letterbox I'll be planting. This does not get removed, it's just as a little reference of what the stamp's going to look like. And then we're going to make the little pouch that the stamp actually resides in. Now this usually is made with a blanket stitch on the edges, as you can see here, but no pressure if you want to make a letterbox. It's more than okay to do just a basic running stitch, which most people know how to do, which is just in up and down, going in a straight line. Perfect fit. Now I made this little pad of paper into an actual notepad by clamping papers together and then just gluing one edge with PVA glue. It's like a bookbinding glue. And then I'm just going to glue the edge with Eileen's craft glue and cover it with a piece of felt. I'm also going to do an iron-on transfer that says Portland, Oregon, and the hashtag that I'm trying to bring alive as a movement, which says Creative Exploration, 1E in the center. Now here is the snack box that I made that will be hidden in Goodie's Snack Shop. And I thought it was kind of funny. I put secrets inside, and then we have creative treats on the front. And then I made it look like a little face with like lipsticks for a mouth. Now this has the history of letterboxing in case someone stumbles upon it and doesn't understand what it is, or if they're just like, I want to know more. I also put one side that has how it works step by step so people can get involved next time they come by. Now, because I printed this on cardstock, it cracks. It's not the appropriate paper for like a package. They use a different type of cardstock. So because it cracked, I'm just hand coloring in the cracks so it looks nice and clean. And also the wax will actually keep it from cracking much more. Now the top I'm just gluing together. This will be a hinged top so that way no one loses the top. And so that way it's an easily openable box, because I'm like, there's going to be a lot of people touching this. I want to make sure that it holds up over time. So aside from the paper, I wanted to make sure it does have that longevity. So I am going to be actually gluing in wood panels to the inside of every piece. And then I'm sandwiching the hinge in between the back and another wood piece, so it should really help in keeping this pretty sturdy. Now you can see here how I'm sandwiching the hinge just to make sure there's like some reinforcement in there. So here is the final product. I'm so excited. Hachiko stamp turned out so cute. Like, the general aesthetic of the box and the little stuff that's going inside is adorable. And you're gonna see that I designed this specifically to sit in Goodies. Goodies is a bodega style snack shop that has a lot of pop colors. So you'll see how this like really blends in well in this space. We're actually gonna head over there now, and you're gonna see the little star of the show for a second. Little Hachiko. Also, Goodies is a client of mine, and they've been so kind to be hosting this, so if you see them, let them know I sent you. Look at how adorable she is. Look at these pop colors. Like, my box does not stand out amongst these pop colors, you know? It fits in so well. So check it out if you're in Portland. Alright friends, well that just about wraps today up. If you would like to check out the Goodies letterbox, head on down to the description box. I have the Atlas Quest info below. And otherwise, I will see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye bye.